Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Yolanda Monique and I want to share with you my favorites for the month of March. So without further ado, let's get started. For March, I had an upper respiratory infection. I'm still kind of recovering from it. So if my voice cracks or goes in and out, please be understanding. But because of the upper respiratory infection, I did not try or use a lot of makeup products. When I was sick, I was in the bed. I was like, I don't want to put on anything, fool with anything. And so the things that I'm going to show you, there aren't a lot of them. And this is my second time recording this. I actually recorded it, got through the editing part, and then my editor completely crashed. So hopefully this won't happen a second time. The first thing that I want to share with you guys that I have been loving for the month of March is the foundation. As you know, I was trying the Wet n Wild foundation, a few other ones. This is what I'm wearing right now. It has an absolutely amazing natural look. I don't get any flashback is what they've promised, and it follows through. The color that I am is cocoa. I didn't think that I would be a dark, but it literally looks like my skin tone. You can build this up right now. I probably have like medium coverage. If you look really close, you can see my hyperpigmentation, and I'm trying to get comfortable with that as it's getting better. But I definitely think if you have the chance to try the Wet n Wild foundation, it is really, really good. Let me just put it this way. It is closely tied to my all-time favorite drugstore foundation, which is L'Oreal Pro Matte, because I'm an oil slick. This does not get oily on me right away. I can go about 4 or 5 hours before I have to blot, and it doesn't like get super, super oily. For primers, I went through a bunch of primers, so there wasn't one that I was like, I absolutely love this. I had a bunch of samples and I was trying to use those up. But for applying my foundation, I actually used this. This is from Real Techniques. I actually purchased it from Home Goods. Home Goods, you know, where they have that makeup part inside of it with the Home Goods, TJ Maxx or Marshalls, whichever one they're merged with. And this actually came in a set of 3. I like the eyeshadow brush. It's just like any regular eyeshadow brush. It comes with a contour brush, really like that. But the foundation brush, yes, it's dirty. I've used this. This bad boy, if I could find this again, I'm trying to make sure I'm not in the shot. If I could find this again, I would definitely get it. It doesn't tell you the number. It just says RT for Real Techniques. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it was a limited edition since I purchased it, and it was purple, which is what drew me to it. But oh my goodness, guys, this puts on my foundation, and there are little streaks, not a lot, so all you have to do is, after you've applied it, is just dab where the streaks are, and it's gone. You can even touch it up with a beauty blender, but I just love how it has like an airbrush look. And if I could purchase another one, I would, because I'm afraid that if I keep using this, it's going to go, you know, the bristles will come out. So far, this has been month number 3, and it hasn't happened. But if I could get another one, I would. And I mean, it's just gorgeous. It does amazing work. So now that I've told you about the foundation that I've been using, let me tell you about the concealer. So what I've been doing is using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and it is in NW40, and I've been using the Beauty Blender to give me a look where I can use the deeper shades. And I'm using the technique right now. Sorry for the tongue tie. And so what I would do is take the MAC Studio Fix and then dab it in here and do like a really deep triangle. This is slightly lighter than my actual skin tone. And so I would just put this on my T-zone and my cheeks, and it would look like I contoured my face when I have it. And that's the look that you see right here. I really haven't contoured it, but because you're having the lighter foundation with a slightly deeper foundation, it gives you like, looks like I just contoured like crazy. It's still like a nice look though. So this is a favorite for the month, which is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW40. To set my concealer, I've been using Airspun Loose Face Powder, and this is in translucent. And literally, I'm just taking a sponge, applying it on the concealer, and then that's it. It blends into my skin and just gives you a slight highlighted look, which is what you're saying now. It's translucent, so it's not going to deposit color. It just lightens it up a little. This I've had forever. I bought it at Walgreens for like $6. It's so worth it. It's a little cheaper at Walmart. So if you want to try this, definitely go to Walmart and pick this up. They actually have 3 different styles, and I'm glad I picked it up. A little goes a long way. You can, and if you feel like you're too powdery, use setting spray to set it. Since I mentioned setting spray, the setting spray that I've been using the most is the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. It's a 2-in-1 primer, and this is it right here. I've actually used it as both. I've used it to set my foundation as well as a primer. I'll apply a primer, especially if I felt like the primer I'm trying to use up wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. I would apply that primer, spray my face, let it dry down, do everything else, and then spray it again to take off the powdery look. And I feel like it's working. Mostly I'm using it to take off the powdery appearance on my face. It's shine controls, it's locks in your makeup, quick drying, and it's oil free. And this was like $4, and you get 3.4 fluid ounces. So I'm definitely liking this, and I would definitely repurchase this. One thing I wanted to share with you guys is the perfumes that I've been using. I purchased this rollerball, and it is from Coach. It has on one end Coach Poppy and the other Coach Poppy Flower. And you can see that I'm like right here on the Coach Poppy, and then right here on Coach Poppy Flower. I love this. I really love Coach Poppy, and I feel like if you can't afford the full size of a perfume that you like, go for the rollerballs, because you definitely get your bang for your buck. I will roll one day, then try the other. I've even tried mixing the two where you roll a little bit of each other. It is an amazing scent. I love this, and I've got a ways to go before I use it up, but I just kept noticing I was grabbing this more and more. So definitely, if you haven't tried Coach Poppy or Coach Poppy Flower, definitely give it a try, especially if you get the rollerball. This was only $23 at Sephora, so I feel like this was an amazing purchase. The lip scrub that I think has the biggest bang for your buck, financial as well as getting the most out of it, is going to be the Wet n Wild. The one that I have is their limited edition rose lip scrub, but they do have other flavors. So they have brown sugar, they've got a tangerine, they have a strawberry. I definitely want to go back and get the rose. You can actually smell the rose. But I just love the way this has a protective film over it. Not film, but a little cap. So you just pop that off, and then you have this. And I just use it. I scrub it on my lips. And if you are like me and you love matte lipsticks, this is going to be a godsend. And the reason why I feel like this one is a better value financially than the e.l.f. one, which I do use the e.l.f. The e.l.f. one is like 0.17. And then the Wet n Wild one is 0.35. So you're actually getting more out of this than this, but it's the exact same price. The brown sugar one costs a little bit more, so if you get the rose one or the tangerine or the strawberry one, you're actually going to pay the same price. It's $2.99. This is $3. But if you get the brown sugar one, for some unknown reason, they want to charge you a little bit more. But I love using both of these, and I'll show you on this one. I am almost out. I mean, it's twisted all the way to the top. So, and I just, again, it makes your lips soft. Especially recovering from a cold, you know, constantly blowing your nose and coughing and everything. My lips were chapped like no other. And so I credit both of these. I was using them before, but it just felt like being sick. It made it worse. So definitely check these out. I want to repurchase the rose one for sure. I just love the way it smells, and it just feels a little just luxurious on the lips. For my eyes, there were 3 palettes that I was grabbing, and I think it's because it was just comfort and the fact that I know that I can get a good look and I don't have to do a lot of blending. I don't have to fight with the blending, and I don't know if maybe that's the reason why I kept grabbing these 3 palettes the most. 2 are from Wet n Wild. The first one is the Stop Playing Safe. This gave me my pop of color when I was willing to do some color. The blues are amazing. The green is not as strong as you would think. You have to kind of build it up. The yellow definitely needs a little help, but all the other colors are absolutely amazing. So I really haven't had the chance to go in depth with every single color. The colors that I use the most are going to be on this side of the palette, and every once in a while I would dip into the color. Again, you know, I wanted something that was neutral, but everything on here, the oranges, the yellows, the peaches, the copper, I have used this yellow, and it's more like a gold than yellow. Again, I've used this to highlight my brow bone. This is my go-to transition shade. And then this brown right here is outer corner crease. And this is what I have on my eyes today. I used a little bit of this to pop it in the center to give me that pop of color with the shimmer. But color payoff is there. It blends. I don't have to worry about, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? So I was grabbing the two Wet n Wild palettes the most. And then on my high end, the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. Again, it's in my comfort zone for colors. And so I love this. I don't know what it is, but me and the peachy colors are just the bomb. And here you can do some purple. So I did do 1 or 2 purple looks with this. And that is just so gorgeous. I don't know if my lighting is going to do it justice, but let me show you. I've used these 3 colors that are in the palette to give you that amazing like purple hue. So I did like a medium, a deep, and a dark. And that's what it looks like on warm skin tone. So again, my lights might be washing out just a little. But this, I can do a neutral look. If I want to deepen it up, I can go there. I can do like the peachy look. I can go with the purple look. So I'm so glad I purchased this. And I don't know if I told you guys on the last favorites when I mentioned this. I debated getting this for the longest time. And I'm glad I finally just bit the bullet and got it, because I really love it. Going back to face, which I don't know why I didn't cover this when I was doing the face products. For my face, when I'm doing my blush actually came from this. This is the BH Cosmetics Blush, Contour and Blush Palette 2. It's dusty, forgive me for that. This was my go-to for the entire month. I didn't grab any other blush because I really like the way it looks. It looks very natural and a nice flush of color on my skin tone. So this right here, I don't know if my lighting will give it justice. It's like a dusty rose mixed with a little brown. And so I have it on my cheeks now, and it's just a slight flush of color. Love the way it looked, and everyone has been giving me compliments on my foundation and my look, and I've been using the same thing, trying different foundations, but this has been constant. And so I would use this as my blush, and then I would use this as a contour, and then these 2 shades right here. You can see these 2 shades are what I would use as a highlight. It's a very soft highlight. In fact, I wouldn't even call it a highlight. It's more like a slight glow, because it just looks like I'm bright. It's brightening. It's not really highlighting. I'm not blinging and trying to flag planes that are in the air. It's just very soft and subtle, and I have it on now. It just brightens your eyes, and especially since I'm sick and I have like the rings under my eyes when I'm not feeling well, like I'm The Walking Dead. So I really do like that. I have not played with these 2 shades. This literally is white, and then this is like a really light yellow brown. I haven't tried that yet, but I plan to. The white, I don't even know who would use a white powder. Is that supposed to be translucent powder? Because literally it is white. The eyeliner that I have been using is the INKglam, and this is, I don't even know who, Lord and Berry. I have mixed feelings about this, and I think I'm using it mostly to use it up versus using it because I love it. It is black. It is a it's black, and it is like a shiny black. It's not a matte black. It's definitely a shiny black, and I would have to go into the eyeshadow palette to kind of dust over it to give that dark, take out the shine on it. Let me show you. The tip is like a really hard, well, it's firm. It's not hard, but it's definitely like a plastic. And so you can see it's black, and you can see that it's shiny, and it will not dry down matte. I mean, it will stay this shiny look. the tip is flexible, but trying to do a wing with this, I had the hardest time. But it stays all day. I mean, when you put it on, it's not going anywhere. So if you don't mind your eyeliner being on the shiny side, and I mean, it's black. I mean, black is black. But like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with it. And I'm definitely going to use it up. You have to shake it up with a little bead. It's gorgeous though. But if you wanted a shiny look, but if you take a little black eyeliner, not eyeliner, eyeshadow and just go over it, it just takes away the shine in it, like, which is what I did right now. So it's not shiny, but you will tell it's shiny if you don't go over it with the eyeshadow. Otherwise, it's really nice, and I like it other than that. The mascara that I have been grabbing and like, yes! And I'm not a huge mascara girl. And it is the BADgal Bang from Benefit. I have volume with this. Normally my lashes are like a medium brown. My natural hair color is a medium brown. So my lashes tend to blend in with my skin tone. Looks like I have no bottom lashes whatsoever. With this, you can see my bottom lashes, and it definitely gives me volume for my upper lashes. And that's what I have now. And it has a rubber tip, and it's a fine comb. And you can definitely build this up. Guys, I'm not a huge mascara girl, and I would have like set a mascara aside saying I'm going to use it. Sometimes I would forget. As I'm putting my makeup, I'm like, wait a minute, something's missing. Oh, my mascara. And then I would put it on. So I know that I'm liking it and loving it if it's like, oh, let me grab my mascara. My other mascaras that I've told you guys in the past, when I put it on, I like it, but I've never had the feeling where it's like, oh, grab your mascara, put that on. This makes me want to put it on because it's like, yeah, I got definition, I got volume. The only thing I feel like I just need is length. If I can find something that gives me volume and length, I am a happy camper. Last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the eyebrow pencil that I use. And this is a constant favorite. The only thing is that they're discontinuing, at least in the Walgreens in my area. And it is the Wet n Wild Coloricon brow pencil, and this is in Mink's brown, and they have these on sale for 49 cents. I grabbed 5 of them. This is the last one that I have, and when I went back to see if maybe they had another one, they're gone. They're using other Wet n Wild eyebrow products, and I'm going to use it on this hand. It's like a nice medium brown. And I just like outline the top, outline the bottom, and then I just merge the two and brush it, and it stays. I don't have to worry about it rubbing off, and I will touch my face, especially when you're not, you know, I have this habit of like moving my hair out of my face, so I'm like touching the brows, or when I'm walking and working out, dabbing my face, it stays. It's not going anywhere, and it looks natural and it blends in. Whether I have highlighted hair, when I've gone dark, when I've gone red, it just blends in, and it's so close to my natural hair color that it just looks really good. So suggestions on a brow product, please. But that's it, guys. Those are my favorites for the month of March. Please let me know what you think. And again, any suggestions for another eyebrow product, I would really, really love it. But thank you for watching my video. I will check you guys on the next one. Know that you're blessed and loved. Bye.